Guys, good morning. Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be covering a pretty interesting riddle. So let's go ahead and read it. At the time of shipping, Tom can place 10 small boxes or 8 large boxes into a carton. A total of 96 boxes were sent in one shipment. The number of small boxes was less than the large boxes. What is the total number of cartons he shipped? So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys about a few seconds here to pause the video, try and solve this yourself, and then we'll go through the solution together. Alright, so hopefully you went ahead and paused the video, gave it a shot, but we are now going to solve this riddle together, and the first thing we want to do is to define our variables. So I'm going to define the variable s, and I'm also going to define the variable l. So s, I'm going to say, is the number of cartons containing small boxes, and L is the number of cartons containing large boxes. And now we can go ahead and model our equation. 96, which is the total number of boxes, is equal to 8L plus 10S. And this is usually where students will start to get confused, or perhaps will get stuck, because what you notice is that we have one equation with two unknowns. Typically, you'd have another equation where you'd solve this as a system of equations, but in this case, we are going to make use of a simple assumption as well as a resource given to us here, which is that the number of small boxes is less than the large boxes. In other words, S has to be less than L. So let's go ahead and isolate L. We have 8L is equal to 96 minus 10S. 10S is positive. We bring it to the other side, it becomes negative. Now to find just L on its own, we can divide everything by 8. 96 divided by 8 is equal to 12. 10 divided by 8 is equal to 1.25, so 12 minus 1.25s. And now we can go ahead and make the assumption that L has to be a whole number. Why does L have to be a whole number? Well, we cannot ship a fraction of a carton. So cartons typically look like this, and we cannot shear this carton in half and just ship 1/2 of it. The contents would spill out. So for L to be a whole number, S must either equal 4 or a multiple of 4. For example, 8, 12, 16, and so on. How do we know what S is going to equal exactly? Well, we can now make use of this resource that we have here, which is that S must be less than L. So if S is equal to 4, we can see that L would equal 12 minus 1.25 times 4 is 5. So L would equal 12 minus 5, which is 7. This works. L is greater than S. But if S is equal to 8, well, 8 times 1.25 would equal 10. So L is going to equal 12 minus 10, which is 2. And now we can see that S is greater than L. This violates our condition given up here. So the only solution to our problem is that S must equal 4 cartons and L must equal 7 cartons. So to answer the question, what is the total number of cartons he shipped? Well, we simply add the number of cartons containing the small boxes, which is S, and the number of cartons containing the large boxes, which is L. So 4 plus 7, and this will give us 11. If you enjoyed this riddle and you want to see more, please consider checking out our YouTube section, or you can also visit our website at jabbourtutoring.com.